Going over to the Cultural Problem podcast, you have Shake Shack vowing to have 50% African American leadership by 2025, sparking controversy around DEI, hiring quotas, and inequities in terms of, wait a minute, you're not accepting certain resumes? Seems illegal. Technically, it is. However, culturally, there's some of the many laws like jaywalking in the United States. We're not seeing a lot of lawsuits around it yet. I suspect we will, especially in the next couple of years, especially after the Supreme Court have shot down DEIs and with colleges, saying that colleges cannot change the way of the scales. They can't actually block or hire people based on that component. Now, this is brought to us thanks to Libs of TikTok on the good old X Twitter, in which she says, quote, Shake Shack, and she actually tags them, promises by 2025 their leadership will be 50% black. They also boast about ensuring more women and black people get promotions. In other words, they will discriminate against white people. How is this legal? And then she has actually straight from their corporate website. And let me pull that up here. Kind of hilarious. I actually do have a white guy who's actually smiling in that picture. And I don't think he realizes, oh, wait a minute, this means inherently I will be barred from certain opportunities because they are shifting the scales. They're going to be weighing these different factors. And if they have to meet those goals, that means your resume is not going to be accepted. Now, he says, quote, again, this is from actually Shake Shack themselves. They say, quote, by 2025, we are targeting 50% of Shake Shack leadership and 30% home office leadership roles filled by people of color, while also achieving gender parity across all leadership roles. At the end of 2023, our Shake Shack team has been comprised of 44% people of color and 36% women. Our recruitment strategies and partnerships, along with our growth as an organization, have created new opportunities for top talent to advance into key leadership roles. Unquote. I'm adding, depending on what you look like, which should be about who's working like hell and going above and beyond, but that's my 3 cents. It used to be 2 cents, but 40-year hyperinflation. Gotta be 3 cents now. Though it is still free to click that subscribe button. They continue saying, quote, in the home office roles, directors and above, 22% of leaders were people of color and 45% were women at the end of 2023. We are committed to ensuring that diverse talent is considered for all open roles, especially those that have key leadership positions. We provide our people with targeted development opportunities to enhance their skills, and we continue to explore new recruiting channels and partnerships to engage diverse talent. While we are making progress towards our goal, we acknowledge that the real change takes time. We remain committed to attain gender parity and diverse representation in terms of background, thought, and experiences for these critical leadership positions. Unquote. And they, looks like, I don't know, maybe these employees didn't realize what they were posing for. But yeah, it looks like that picture was team members from the West Hollywood Shake Shack in Los Angeles, California. Ironically, I'm pretty sure they just closed a couple more sites in California because they weren't making money and they're going to negative, in part because of the new $20 per hour law or minimum wage law for California fast food workers. It also increased the cost of goods sold to the consumer, as well as caused 10,000 people to lose their jobs. Great job, California. And yeah, it sparked a lot of controversy because, again, the only way to hit those quotas is by blocking. In terms of the U.S. population, the U.S. does not have an exact equal representation of the population. You have certain, like right now, the demographics are constantly shifting in the United States, but over 50% are Caucasian. I believe about, 13 to 15% are African American. So again, for those to be 50-50 in the office, you do have to artificially boost one resume over the other. And this is becoming more and more controversial. 6 years ago, this is pretty common practice. I'm not saying it was ethical. I don't think you should ever exclude someone's resume based on things they cannot control. But especially I used to work for tech companies before I started my own, and that was very common. Even as recently as 2 years ago, I remember at a giant server manufacturer with a green logo, HP. Well, if you had an employee referral program, if you refer an employee to the company and they are white or Caucasian, they give the employee a $500 bonus. If they referred someone to HPE and they became an employee and they're African American, they got a $2,000 bonus, the person who referred the new employee to the company, which again shows the big incentive mechanism and shows what the company wants to go in terms of direction of kind of who they hire. And yet this is, I guess, at least on social media, backfiring at Shake Shack. So we'll go ahead and look at these comments as well as we'll go to Shake Shack. And yes, very similar to other instances where we've seen, people are starting to go back on the old post of Shake Shack and, as youth might say, roast them viscerally. Now, again, going to Libs of TikTok, it's got about 500,000 views and 16,000 likes. One of the first comments comes from Libercat Media TM saying, quote, this is what DEI is about for them. Is a little anagram. Get the specific vernacular or the term for where you have each initial meaning something. So they say DEI, and they actually spelled out as diversity means fewer white people, inclusion means excluding white people, equity E means stealing something from white people. I got 675 likes. Gunther Eagleman says, quote, Shake Shack is trash. They should hire based on merit, not skin color, getting 692 likes. Liver Summit to TikTok responded saying DEI is racism, getting 597 likes. Which again, you cannot hire people. It's federally illegal, and yet we have the president of the United States. Biden said he's going to hire people based on their race and gender, which again is federally illegal. But I mean, culturally and politically, there's no appetite to actually call him out on that. Or some people called him out on that, but they didn't actually prosecute him or give him a fine or anything. DanceFast84 says it's not, but they still do. I effing hate the world right now. Everything that's wrong is right, and everything that's right is wrong. 319 likes. Planet of Memes, disappointment. They say they're the Planet of Memes, and yet they responded in word form only. However, this alleged Planet of Memes says shut down Shake Shack, getting 177 likes. Also, Zupa says it's illegal to hire based on race. Trump's Department of Justice needs to prosecute any company that does this. I'm quoting 319 likes. The Rogue Political says, quote, Shake Shack promising their leadership will be black equals get ready to see the end of a Shake Shack. The moment you hire someone based on skin color and not skill is the moment your company starts to fall from within. Unquote. That got 214 likes. Tony SO1 says, well, DEI isn't helping them stay in business. And it's an article link saying how they are closing 9 restaurants across 3 states. Getting 49 likes. Which again, I'm not sure if that's a main mechanism or the main variable that's causing those businesses to close. I think it's partially because of minimum wage laws, but it might be a component. I don't know if it's the major component leading to the store closures, though. Manster says blacks are 13% of the U.S. population, but need to comprise 50% of the leadership roles. How could that be fair? Shouldn't hiring quotas directly reflect the U.S. population statistics taken into the most recent census? Unquote. Getting 95 likes. So somewhat contrarian statement, yeah, a little bit. Again, a lot of people in the comments are saying just hire, take every single resume and then hire the best person, just hire the best man for the job, who has the most work experience, who's going above and beyond, who has the most, there are many variables that you can take into account. Here. NorCal News says they're closing many California restaurants because they can't compete with the In-N-Out already. This move will further seal their fate. I'm quoting 47 likes. Again, in terms of restaurant closures, that'd be interesting. I think right now the biggest variable that's hurting that right now is the increase in minimum wage laws. And also the compelling reason to go Shake Shack. I've heard of Shake Shack, even got a coupon once. And granted, I really don't eat out unless I have a client with me for my tech company, so I'm pretty frugal myself. But I've never had an overwhelming compelling reason to go and patron a Shake Shack store. Let's see here. Any contrarian statements? Frank Truslow says, if you're a white male and work there, get out. You have no future there. Getting 46 likes, which statistically you do, but the odds are literally against you. Dave Valiant says, I'll never go to any Shake Shack again after learning this, getting 105 likes. Now, granted, this lives on TikTok. The average person who follows her is probably more libertarian, maybe more in the middle, maybe more on the right. But what about the people who follow Shake Shack? Everyone eats, except maybe robots. But they might be already among us. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. My heart will break slightly a little bit if you don't realize which movie I'm referencing. But I partially digress. Let me know in the comments if you know that one. Now, going straight to the Shake Shack's website, or rather their ex-Twitter profile, this is their most recent one, and it says, Shake Shack says, in our dog days era, it has a picture of a couple of hot dogs and some french fries and high fructose corn syrup in a cup known as ketchup. It has some red dye in there as well, a derivative of a tomato, or tomato if you're across the seas. And for food, it looks, I guess, moderately appealing. And got 8,875 views, which is pretty good for a small business like that. Unless you're Toyota or Honda or someone really large, you're really pushing out your promoting your post. It's pretty common to get about that much for this size brand. I'd say that's good. They only got 34 likes though, so not the best like ratio. And again, another friendly reminder to like this video or downvote it. Let me know why. And they actually have a promo. They say now through I guess what is this? Yeah, the promo's gone, but it says now through 8:30. Oh, yeah, 8:30. Get a free hot dog with a $10 purchase. Term supply. Getting 10 likes. But let's get to the constant people. The first one comes from Cynthia Holt, saying, well, go woke, go broke, and she reposts Lives a TikTok article. Captain USA Texas. I like it. Though it has a pirate bandana instead of a Texas hat, skull and bones. Not the best marketing, but I'll allow it. It says, quote, You can shove those in your DEI hire asses. Then he has repost Libs of TikTok article. It got 58 likes. Let's see. James, what is this name? James, Tim, or Uncle Bo. That's a long profile name. Says, quote, so you openly admit that you discriminate against white people in your hiring practices. Be sure to know you'll never get a penny from me. Getting 151 likes and a hashtag go woke or broke. Catty Cat just reposted the TikTok article, getting 26 likes. Awake No Woke says, if you are white and you have turned down for a job at Shake Shack, sue them, getting 53 likes. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of lawsuits around this. Now, again, it depends on who the district, it depends on your judge, your attorney. Depending on where that case goes, maybe the people say we like this, so we're not actually gonna prosecute. Dude says no whites allowed, and he reposted Libs on TikTok article, getting 61 likes. Corn Pop, as the family pie guy picture, we had the template of the skin colors, and it says not okay with the white tints, then okay around the brown and black ones, getting 46 likes. Let's see. Taffy3 says, I don't knowingly patronize any racist business, and you've announced to the world you are. Good luck with that, unquote. Getting 8 likes. Rose B says no whites allowed. Also reposted a TikTok article, getting 23 likes. John DC says, can't go to your store. You apparently don't like whites, getting 84 likes. Coke Z says, do you expect whiteies to spend their money at your stores when you discriminate against hiring them? Not only illegal, but stupid, getting 170 likes. Here. Yeah, is that a company policy that someone posted down there? See if I could preview that really quick, or got love in the preview. That there, and not single. There's not. I'm looking. A lot of people calling for a boycott. Again, it's one of the easiest things to boycott because there are a lot of options when it comes to fast food these days. One more. Gordon Schwumway says, my family's done with your restaurant. White people buy burgers and shakes, you know. I'm quoting 46 likes. So quite a short-term backlash against Shake Shack. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to back off these policies, if they're going to pivot to something else, or if they're going to kind of lean into it. But again, I don't, culturally speaking, and again, they are appealing to a market. There are some people who will patronize Shake Shack just because of this. I'm sure those people do exist, mostly in San Francisco, but in all seriousness, it's not an insignificant portion of the market. However, overall, I don't think a majority of the market is going to appreciate this marketing, well, not just marketing technique, but in this case, a company policy. And I think it might backfire as this has become a very politicized and very controversial cultural thing in the United States. But let me know, would you never patronize their store again because of this policy? Do you even know it's a thing? And then have you even had their burgers and are you even that good to begin with? Let me know in the comments, because as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.